Hi everyone, I am shooting this video in the dark because I'm looking at the sky and enjoying the Milky Way, but I thought I should tell you a little bit about my day today before I get too tired and go to sleep. The crickets are very good for sleepy times. So today was our first day, our first full day in the Sedwana Bay area. And our hotel is not a hotel, but it is a lodge. And I'll put up some pictures a little later. But it's a lovely circular hut. And we are all three in basically one room because the whole thing is one room. And you can just walk around in a circle and go from the table to the beds to the sink to the bath and back again. But it's in the middle of nowhere, and you have to drive down a sandy path, which is terrifying and somewhat like snow. But we got used to it, or rather, I got used to it as I'm driving. And the first night, last night, I did some photography and not real photography, just with my phone on pro mode and long exposures, and got some okay pictures of the Milky Way. But it's nice to just see it with your eyes. In any case, today we went up to a little town called Mseleni, and it is not a lot of people, I think, and they have a high school and some other schools, but I went to the Christoph Meyer Math and Science Center, and they have sort of extracurricular studies there, and about 90 students from grades 4 to 7, so ages sort of 9 to 13, came, and we did like an extended solar system lesson with them. So they all wanted to be planets and moons, and it was super hard not to let them all, but we went through the whole solar system and lots of questions, and they were taking notes, and it was very intense. And ooh, a shooting star. This seems to be a pretty good place to see some shooting stars. And even though my solar system lesson only has like 25 things in it, so planets and dwarf planets, sun, some moons, and a few NASA missions, we got through all the planets, and then I let some of the other students take a turn being like, sort of, they traded, and they got to do also be planets and moons and things. And I was so surprised. Oh, sorry. I was so surprised that when we finished, because I had no idea how long had gone by, and it had been like 2.5 hours. They had just sat in there learning from me and spinning around and comparing planet sizes and asking questions for 2.5 hours. And it was really, really cool because they didn't really get bored at any point. They didn't really get distracted at any point. They just wanted to know more. And I usually don't do this lesson with such like big kids because they're usually like, oh, I know about planets and this is lame. But these guys, even what they knew, they didn't know everything, and they were really happy to learn some more. And there was like one kid who could name 2 moons of Jupiter, and so everybody else learned about the moons of Jupiter. One kid knew 1 moon of Saturn, and it was Titan, and they didn't know about the ground on Titan or any of that. And so everybody learned something, and they had a lot of fun, and even the bigger kids got involved and wanted to spin, and and it was really just lovely. And then afterwards, there's just chatting with the host here, Dorothy Mlambo, and they're going to have a sort of a streaming type event tomorrow because it's Saturday, and there's going to be an astronaut here, and she's like, oh, you got to come meet the astronaut. I was like, I'll meet the astronaut, but I also will go ahead and do a lesson for anyone who wants to come if you want. So we'll have something else to do tomorrow. We'll meet a African woman astronaut, and it'll be a really good day.